Hi, and welcome back to DIY with Jeannie. If this is your first time, welcome to DIY with Jeannie. This is our December box, and yes, I know it's January. I was exceptionally busy during November and December, and I just didn't get this one videoed. But I did want to video it and show you what came in the December box, and I want to see what's in the December box since I haven't opened it yet. If you are new to my channel, welcome. We do a lot of craft projects here. We do some sewing. We do paper craft, Cricut, painting. Did some crochet. I'm kind of a crafty person. Anyway, I like to show you in the process of doing things and what problems you can find you can get yourself into. So, having said that, I rarely edit a lot out, so if you see me mess up, you're seeing it real time. And I'm okay with it, and I hope you're okay with it. If you have not already, please subscribe. Just click that little subscribe button right down there. I am trying, my goal for 2023 is to get 1,000 subscribers. That is a huge goal. We are not quite halfway there, but that is our goal. So I am going to be more, I'm going to have more fidelity with my videoing. I have almost got my craft room to the point where I'm going to move all of us in there. We're going to have our videoing in there. We'll video the sewing machine. I got a Cricut maker at Christmas. We will never probably videotape the laser. I may show it to you, but it stays outside because it smokes. Anytime it cuts through stuff, it emits smoke because it's burning, let's be honest. So those are things that we will go through. I will probably show you also some of the behind the scenes where we're doing it, some things on the computer or on the iPad, so you can see how my ideas kind of come to fruition. So today, this is, like I said, the December Craft and Tea box from the Craft and Tea Company, and they are amazing. I've unboxed quite a few of them. And it's Infuse Your Creativity. They want you to unplug and craft. Just enjoy a cuppa and do a little something, maybe that's in your wheelhouse, and maybe it's not. It's time to get crafty. So your December box arrived, whether this is Christmas gift for someone else or gift for yourself, you deserve a creative break. So what do we have? Ooh, we have our tea. Okay. Holiday Eggnog, which is a nutmeg, and vanilla. Classic. We have, let's see, that's the middle one. The Holiday Eggnog Black Tea. That looks pretty yummy. Well, I'm not a huge nutmeg fan, so I'll probably let someone else enjoy that for me. This time we got 3. A lot of times, normally we only get 2. But this time we got 3. We got gingerbread black tea. I love gingerbread. So it does taste like, says it tastes like freshly baked gingerbread cookies. And our last one is Candy Cane Lane black tea. Now black tea does have caffeine, and so that means that I won't be drinking this at night, and I won't be drinking a lot of it because I have a arrhythmia that it causes my heart to beat too fast. So I do love tea though, and usually they have a lot of herbal tea. So we are going to be making these ornaments, and so what they've done is they've sent us the wood cut out and the piece that goes on top like so. Instructions: sort each piece so that you have a top and a bottom for each ornament. Wear a paint smock. Oh, there's 6 total ornaments. So we have our hot chocolate. Or I guess that could be anything. It could be a hot toddy, I guess. Our angel. We have a reindeer, which I'm digging him. So there we go. We have mitten. Adorable. I love that we have the 2 pieces. We have a snow globe with a Christmas tree. That's beautiful. We have our snowman. We have our paint pots, our paintbrush, glue, nope, it says use glue stick. So I'm not real sure. That may just be more white. Maybe we just need a lot of white. And then here's our little extra pieces, and I believe it is our reindeer eyes and a little heart for, I don't know. Let me close this and move it out of our way. And let's get started. Let's start with the mitten. I think I'm only going to paint the one with us today because this would take a lot of time to do all of it. And I'm wondering on the mitten, yes, they want the snowflake in the middle of the mitten. Okay, so they want that with the mitten and they want a snowflake on our coffee cup. So they did give us pictures to show us how this is going to work. All right, so I'm going to paint the entire back red. I should have gotten water, but I didn't. That's okay. Oh, and of course I already got it on me. So let's put a little bit on there. Take it off the lid first. And it does not take a whole lot on here. You will see that it does soak into the wood, and that is perfectly fine. Let's see the edges. These are laser cut, and so that burns the edges, which gives us the dark edge, so we don't want to paint it, and that is so much goodness. We just want to paint our ornament. A little bit goes a long way on this. So we're going to paint the whole thing red because the mitten outline and our snowflake are going to be white. I hope everyone had an amazing Christmas. We had a really nice Christmas. I know I did post on the 1st, but we had a really good Christmas here, and it was nice and quiet. We didn't have company. Our families are just a little bit of everywhere, so we talked to everybody on Christmas, but we did just stay here. Hold on just a second, let me see. Okay, I evidently was in imminent danger of being mugged by the wind outside. So, I do need to go back and touch up and see some, whoops, oh, come on, some areas that are still a little sparse. So let's get a little bit of paint, go back and take care of those. So there is that side. I want to go ahead and paint the other side on my silicone, on my mat, my cutting mat. And go ahead and get the other side done. So that when we hang it, yes, there's definitely a front side, but the back side doesn't look like wood. And now my nose has decided to run. I just want to brush over the edges. I don't want to paint the edges. I just want to go right up to it. Because we want it to be nicely covered, but we want to keep that dark edge around the outside. Because that is really pretty. Looks finished that way. So we're just putting a nice even coat of acrylic paint. I don't know if I told you that. This is so much easier than buying the ornaments at like Walmart or someplace like that where they've already glued the two pieces together, because it is so hard to paint those. And this, once I get this done, I got a little white spot there, or wood spot. So there is that side, and there is that side. See how pretty? Come on. You're looking kind of shoddy up there. Can't have that. Can't have that thinness. Let's put that on there. All right. Hold on. Hang on just a moment. Okay, so I had to go take care of my nose, which decided to just run like a faucet. So now let's open our white, and we're going to paint just one side of the mitten and one of our snowflakes. Let's get him out. My little eyes are in there too, from a reindeer and snowman's face, and or buttons and things like that. So let's put that away. So here is our snowflake. And see, there's two sides. This side is probably the bottom side when it was cut. This is the top side. It's a little cleaner. And I think that's the side we're going to have up. So let's look at the same thing for our mitten. That's the bottom side, and that's the top side. So we want to keep that way. So we're going to flip him over, and we're going to have him like so with our little snowflake in the middle. So let's make sure we like the paint on that, and I would like a wee little bit more red on there. It's got some thin areas, and since that is going to be our front, we want to paint that a little bit better. So let's get all of those thin areas taken care of. Excuse me. And I think that will be fine. Now I'm going to take the white paint, and I am going to paint just the tops of the mitten and that, because since we glue it down, the bottom doesn't have to be. That would just be a waste of paint. Again, we just want to, and I just went off the edge on that one. Oh well. That is what it is, and we have to do all the edges now. Because I went off, but that's okay because it's a little piece. So there is our snowflake. Let's get the edges done. See how I went over the edge on that one, and so now everybody's got to be painted. Excuse me. Those are coming out of nowhere. I was doing fine until I decided to video. Of course, I also had to go outside and take the dogs out to let them bark at the wind. Because, you know, I'm in imminent danger of dying from wind. But they love me, and you just gotta love them. They're trying their best. They're trying to save us from all of the humanity out there. So now we just want to, and you'll see how I'm just laying the paintbrush over and just running it across, and that's so I don't get over like I did with the snowflake. I just want it to have nice on top. And it really does not take much paint whatsoever to do this. Going to go through, get all of these edges done real well, and then we will glue it together, because it doesn't take long for this to dry, which is good because I have a tendency to stick my hands in it all the time. that is who I am. Honestly, if you're painting and you don't get paint on you, are you even having fun? You know? Because I just don't think you're even enjoying yourself. There we go. There's our hand. And we have our glue, and I am using, it's just a craft glue. See how quickly that's drying? I just have a couple of areas that are still wet. But we want to, put our glue on here. And it doesn't take a whole lot. So really what I do is I let it blow bubbles. And then as that glue comes out, then I can just wipe it along. Okay, so we have glue on our mitt. I get it lined up really well. And just let it sit there and it will dry. I'm going to do the same thing for our little snowflake. Again, doesn't take a whole lot. I go ahead and cover all the areas, mainly so something doesn't get to the edge of it and cause it to lift up. So if you buy things at Dollar Tree and you want to pop off those decorations, they're fairly easy to do so, and that's because they do not have a whole lot of adhesive on it. So there we go. And that is our mitten. And I will come back with ribbon later and tie it together. And I'll go through and do the rest of them. And that is Craft and Tea this month. And the whole idea is to do your craft, and drink your cup of tea while you're at it, and then just kind of unwind. Crafting should be a relaxing thing. It shouldn't be something that makes you crazy. So hopefully you got something out of this. Craft and Tea is fabulous. They're once a month. They're out of Canada. They're a very small company, and they work with small companies. The group that put this together, and I'm sure they told me somewhere. No, they didn't. I wonder if they just sourced from a local person these pieces, because there is no, clean that up real quick. There is no maker. Normally they'll tell you what company they get their kits from. They'll tell you who they get their tea from. Their tea came from Steve's, and I've heard really good things about Steve's tea. So it is Steve's Artisan Teas, established 2008, loose leaf tea, and they have a lot of different brands. Craft and Tea, that is their whole thing, is they want to support local people, and I love that. If there were one here in the US, I would probably subscribe to it as well. But I do love the fact that they are helping other small companies while building their own small company, and I just think that's kind of awesome. So there we go. I got all the excess glue off so it won't show up, and there's our ornament, and I'm pretty happy with it. I think it came out really cute, and it was super easy, and sitting here and doing all 6 would be kind of therapeutic. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you will check into the Craft and Tea box. I will try to remember to put their link below for them. I would appreciate it if you liked it. Give me a thumbs up. If you will kind of let me know, what did you think of the Craft and Tea box? Does this look like something that you would enjoy? In a couple of weeks we'll get January's, and I will be back on track with it and try to get it the week that I get it in, because I hate having the box sit here. This one I was fortunate, and I actually knew what was in the box because they let us know in advance. Normally they don't. It's kind of a surprise. And so I just am not real big on patience When things come in, I want them opened. So I will get this one. It should be in by the middle of the month. That's generally when they come. They'll get shipped out around the 10th. And we will get back on track with getting them in a timely manner. If you want January's, like I said, I don't know what it is, but if you want January's, then you need to go ahead and place your order, because once they ship them out, they really don't have extra. They don't do a whole bunch of boxes and go, oh, well, if people do it the last minute. No, you pretty much, they buy it because they're a small company and they're buying from small companies. They go, hey, I need X number of kits. That's the deal. And so I love them. If you want to come back or go back and see some of my other ones that I've done with Craft and Tea. And I want you to know, I pay for these. I have no affiliation with them. I found them. I love them. I share them. So it is really kind of cool. I've gotten to do some things I wouldn't have done before. I did the wax bowl covers, where just the heat of your hand, or it can be a sandwich cover, and you just do it on fabric with beeswax and you wrap it up. It stays sealed. It's reusable. You're not increasing your footprint, if you will, your carbon footprint. I've made those, wouldn't have done it before, but it was so much fun. I really enjoyed that. I did felting for the first time. Wow, do I like that. Just putting it out there. That is so much fun. But I wouldn't have done it because you have to buy all the different things, and these send you everything you need. When I opened the box, I was able to get started. I had a paintbrush. I had my paints. I had everything I needed. The only thing I don't have is glue. And it says just use glue stick or whatever kind of glue you got handy. And so, yeah, it's pretty awesome to get something that you know each month you can set, open, and do. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Give me a like. If you think that there is an easier, better way, please let me know. I think it's fabulous. I think this is probably the easiest thing I have ever done. And that is awesome. And I've done a lot of painting. And we'll see what comes next. I'm not sure what's next on my... yes, I'm making a t-shirt for my grandson who will be here in a few weeks. And not here, but he will be born in a few weeks. And so I am making him a little long sleeve t-shirt that with sublimation. So we'll be doing that coming up later this week or next weekend. So I look forward to that. If you've not seen the one we put out on the 1st, my motto this year, my word to live by, one of them is believe. It's on my Cricut, on my Joy. Believe. And that is believe in myself. Believe that you can. I'm believing that I can this year. I have goals this year, and I believe I can meet them. And one of those goals is to reach 1,000 members or 1,000 subscribers. And if you've not subscribed yet, I would appreciate it if you did. And if you can, share this if you think it's for someone that you think would enjoy this kind of content. I will see you next time. Thank you for spending your day with me. I appreciate it. And have a good year.